What up, YouTubers? What a day, huh? The title of this video, number one hack for staying on track. Boy, I'll tell you what. I spent the day watching the markets for the first time in quite a while, and man, sketchy. I wanted to do a quick video, really short one, about how to stay on track. And as we all know, Sonny's on a mission and bouncing off a disability, back up into the workforce, yada, yada, yada. But we all struggle staying on track. Every one of us. Look at the statistics on New Year's resolutions. 3 days, the average. Because our attention span is about 72 hours long. Or until it gets really difficult and inconvenient and, when rubber hits pavement, bail. So whether we're dealing with a global crisis, clearly right now, or you're dealing with a health crisis in your personal life, or you're wanting to tackle something new, there's an area of your world that is challenging, you're wanting to make some improvements on. Number one hack for keeping yourself on track, according to Sonny, not the only one that thinks this, by the way, is non-stop data dumping into your head. Right? So if you follow me on Facebook, which if you found my channel, you found me on Facebook. If you're a family member, you already know this. Every single YouTube video I post to my Facebook feed, I've watched. And from the moment I get up in the mornings until the moment I go to bed, there's something always playing that is motivational, that is about health, that feeds my soul, that feeds my brain, that it literally, in the last 9 months, I have watched so much and just marinated myself in the information. I've literally rewritten over my hard drive in my head. Now, there's a principle. Oh God, I just took my glasses off and I have no idea the glare on this video. I might have to reshoot this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to shoot it anyway. We'll see. Darn. My apologies. The brain acts just like a computer, right? A computer, and if you don't understand computer systems, that's really unfortunate. That said, your brain runs your entire life. It runs your body. It runs everything. So you can look at the brain like a central processing unit, just like in a computer. Now, if you don't understand computers, that's not going to make any sense to you. But without a CPU in a computer doesn't work. Very much probably like there's one in my cell phone as well, right? When we're struggling and we have old patterns and old behaviors and the neurological patterns, because there's this isn't just, it's all in your head. I mean, this affects neuroplasticity. This affects your fluids. What goes in your brain biologically has an impact on your entire body. That's why they tell you, cancer diagnosis, boom, shut off the news. First thing, get the negativity out of your environment, right? And And I haven't, until 2 days ago, I have not turned on the news throughout this entire particular 9 months. I do listen to Dan Bongino. You can follow him on YouTube. Once a day for an hour. He covers it all. It's everything I need to know with regards to what's going on in the world, what's going on in the markets, what's going on in Washington. That's all I need to know. 1 hour. And I listen to him at 1.5 speed. So it's actually only half an hour, 45 minutes. Depends on what he's talking about. One of the things that, and I'm going to link some channels below that are not medical channels, but motivational channels. Motivational, staying focused, staying peaceful, staying on track, right? Because it is so easy. Life gets busy, things happen, kids happen, grandchildren happen, things happen. And we, all of a sudden, we're right back into the rut with the shag carpet, chandelier, remote control, and life is nothing different than it was when you made the decision you wanted to do whatever that is. And especially right now, I'm not the only one in uncharted territory right now. The entire world is in uncharted territory. Specifically, the United States is really in uncharted territory. Lots. And I have to tell you guys, I look at this from a lens of there's going to be some amazing, cool stuff that comes out of this. It's going to be good, right? People with compromised immune systems, it's like, oh, for the first time, there's a threat that could take them out, and their immune system is toast because they're shoving garbage down their throats. They knew better. And now here we are. So I just see a whole bunch of potential for very good. 88% of North America is in a metabolic crisis. That doesn't mean you're fat. That just means you have a metabolic crisis going on. 88%. That's insane. 50% of North Americans are overweight. 33% are morbidly obese. We have been led to the slaughterhouse with the sad, standard American diet. And now that there's a true threat on the horizon, people are going to start waking up. They are. They already are. And it is the most amazing, beautiful thing I have ever seen. I realize that it's scary. People are freaking out. I have family members in California. They're locked down. It's like, oh, that's just, I have a nephew who's in law enforcement. He's holding his own. And I talked to my sister yesterday, and she lives up on the top of the mountain on I-8. And she just wants to go ride her horses. That's all she wants to do. But there's going to be some amazing, cool stuff come out of this train wreck. And we didn't do it, right? It's not our fault. It's not anybody's fault except the big C. And that is what that is. But all of that's going to wind up getting rectified. You watch. The market was not happy today. Not one bit. And I don't know where we're headed. But here's what I do know. If your mental game is not spot on, your immune system is compromised. Because when you're negative, when you have negative emotions going on, it just rips at your immune system. Then you now have an environment. You have created an environment in your body for disease. Not complicated. How do I stay on track? And when I first started down this road 9 months ago, I used to catch some grief from family members, and about how many YouTube videos and how many hours I spend on YouTube. What they don't understand was that's how that deal had to go down, because I had to stay on track. I could not afford any distractions. And if sitting and listening to doctors on YouTube and motivational speakers was the way to get that done, I'm all in. And then when I went to work, all of a sudden you stopped seeing that, right? Because I was on something different. And the YouTube channels I were on were technical support. Who wants me to see me posting about technical support? That's irrelevant. But the point is, what are you doing for yourself in these moments? What are you reading? What are you listening to? What kind of music are you listening to? Are you out grounding? Go get barefoot on the grass. What are you doing? What are you putting into your mind? Who are you hanging out with? Are you hanging out with positive people that have a good mental game? Or are you hanging out with people that are naysayers? And if there's nobody but naysayers around you, go hang out by yourself. If you're the only positive thing in your world, go hang out by yourself. That's not why I'm out here by myself. I have lots of positive people in my world these days. I do this because this is what I do, right? This is my deal. I go, that was a building that was manufacturing in the 60s, manufactured wood buildings, prefab wood buildings in the 60s. It's not 5 miles from my house. I had no clue it was here. Just found out about it. Come checking it out. I'm an explorer. I love to explore, as long as I don't have to walk. Okay, I tried to stroll from time to time. When I was younger, one of the things I used to say is, if I can't drive there, I'm not going. My apologies. My chest way better. Still not quite clear. So I just want to encourage you during this really challenging time. What are you shoving in your brain? What movies are you watching? What shows are you watching? Videos. Get on YouTube. Man, there's some amazing dudes on YouTube that are motivational. And I'm going to link the ones that come to mind. I love Sadhguru out of India. He just brings me so much peace. And I'm a Jesus freak. But the whole Ayurvedic medical system, the whole yogic, it's just such an effective system scientifically. And Tom Ballou, I will post his channel down here too. His closing statement always is, be legendary. I'm not going to tell you to be legendary. I'm going to tell you to stay there. Get there and stay. It's so much easier. It's Alcoholics Anonymous again. It is hard to sober up, and it's way easier to stay sober than it is to get drunk and sober up again. Trust me on that. Just do it. Wake up in the morning with the intent of, no matter what happens today, my game is on. And then go start dumping. Call it meditation. Call it your prayer time. Do whatever. Find something and just start dumping it into your mind. And you will find that it's amazingly effective. It's the only way that this girl can stay on track. Don't, and I veer off. I'm not perfect by any stretch. I have days where I still run home and go right to bed. So I had a day. I get up the next day. I start all over again. I don't see yesterday as a failure. It was a moment. Oh well. Get up, keep going. I love you guys more than you know. Oh, mission update. Monday's appointment with University of Arizona Psychiatry Department. Man, I'm chasing down that spec scan hard. And the universe just showed up. She called. She's like, you're going to love me. I have a cancellation for Monday. I'm like, yes, I love it when the universe just shows up and says, we got your back, sonny. And that's the other thing. If you have any spiritual principles at all, and I don't even care what they are. They can be Christian. They can be, I don't care. If you're taking the right action and your motives are right, the universe is gonna have your back and not drop you on your head. And I step out on that faith all the time. We love you more than you know. And YouTube saved my life, can save yours too. Till next time, we love you.